Wack 100 feels that Adam22 and other people disrespected R&B, and he ain't wasting no time addressing everybody about this. Now, since last week, Wack 100 has put in a lot of phone calls and had a lot of different conversations about the Stan G situation, where Stan G allegedly disrespected R&B. Now, this was on a No Jumper interview that Adam22 did with Stan G that was actually located in the members only. But now, after the conversation that Wack had with Adam22 yesterday, we know that whatever was said in that interview is now going to be erased from the interview, because Wack basically doesn't want R&B to be disrespected on the platform that he works at. But with that being said, though, when Wack initially called in, he called in to check Adam about the entire situation, and there was a moment where young Ant Jefe said, "Oh, here we go with this."
Why would I not believe him when he says that?
Hey, yo, you know what, R&B? I'm gonna let him tell you. This nigga, you're talking about y'all used to talk like Adam. It ain't the truth, bro. If it was the truth.
Now, with that being said, young Ant Jefe recently dropped a video where he's detailing that Wack 100 called him, left him messages as well as they did text messages back and forth about this whole entire situation. And quite frankly, it sounds like Wack 100 was feeling some type of way about young Ant Jefe and his reaction to the entire situation.
Go through one of these messages is from Wack 100. So I see this message, dude talking crazy, spicy in this message. So, you know, I'm not with all like the lip locking and tongue battling. So, you know, I tell dude, hey, look, bro, I don't know what transpired or you and Haddon took within this last 24 hours, bro, but do as you may, as I will do as I will. No, I don't care about you going to any exposure content, going to any federal building, state building, you know what I'm saying? Go grab my PSI and tell you everything I've been locked up for, bro. I don't play them games. I don't have nothing concealed that you can pull up, so play any game you want to play. You know what I'm saying? I tell them this verbatimly, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what type of weird, like, BS you on, like, but I'm starting to see in this African-American community that these people are bipolar. So, instead of, like, lip locking through this text, when I first come to my senses of this text, call this dude. Hey, man, you, oh, yeah, it's like that. Hang up. I'm like, all right. So then, man, you know, I text my last little text, send my text. So then this dude get back at me and tell me that I'm foul because I allowed Adam22 to speak on his spouse.
So for Wack to feel like young Ant Jefe should have checked Adam22 is ridiculous. At the end of the day, though, and I don't know how cool Wack and young Ant Jefe is. I can remember there was a time where there was another video that was put out, and it necessarily wasn't a beef or a back and forth. Young Ant Jefe just had stated his opinion about something, and Wack wanted to like kind of call it out or whatever, and that's kind of like how the communication between the two ended up happening, you know, around that time. I'm not going to say that's how it happened, but around that time, and then that's when we first seen young Ant Jefe come on the Wack and Adam show. But I think since then, Wack feels like there may be some type of, you know, bond between him and young Ant Jefe. He has to, for him to believe that young Ant Jefe should have called Adam out for allowing Stan G to come on a platform. Now, at the end of the day, as a man, I'm not checking another man about your woman, especially if me and you ain't cool and we're just doing content, because this is a content space. And I don't know Stan G, and I'm speaking from young Ant Jefe's perspective. I don't know who Stan G is. I don't know the backstory between him and R&B. What I look like getting in the middle of that? And I think it's ridiculous for Wack to actually think that young Ant Jefe should have said something. Also, what's looking crazy is that Wack is calling and texting and going off on all these people over this Stan G character in the situation with R&B. I actually really have never seen nobody act out like this online over a woman over some content, man.
For dudes that's from hoods and was in the streets, when street shit start being held and applied to them, it's, oh, I'm not in the streets no more. I'm a businessman. I'm done with that. And then in a business space, when people start telling them it's business, the shit get personal. Oh, no, this personal. Then it revert back. Oh, I'm holding on to some street shit. This mad about me about a segment because I said, oh, come on, man. Because I didn't want to hear them going back and forth. These is friends. Y'all can do this after the pod. You already called in and checked him and told him you wasn't feeling it. You feel like he on bullshit. You see he on bullshit. Nigga, after the pod, finish hollering at him. Let us get on with the topics. I'm trying to get on from the topic of your wife because I don't want to discuss it. And I already see you uncomfortable with it. And I respect. Even after the phone hung up or before the phone, I think after the phone hung up, it still kind of lingered on to where Munchie hopped out there. Hey, man, shit, you know, nigga met his wife on Clubhouse. Woo, this and that. And I'm like, man, hey, bro, hold on, bro. Why does that even matter? Whether that's true or not, like, why does it matter? Like, is there any rule out here in the society to say I can't find love in the club or I can't find love in McDonald's or whatever the case may be? So I'm really trying to squash to only turn around to have this hit my phone with countless texts. You let Adam do this, you little Adam22. No, you little Adam22. You talking about? You spoke on your wife and then, bro, you went up there and pod with him and just told him that, oh man, something gonna end up happening in this building, street this and street that, we gonna just leave this there. Then when this shit come out today, you calling my phone with a problem because Flacco put something out and you said you didn't catch me saying, oh man in the pod because I don't want to talk about talking about he talked to your wife, bro. Like, you gotta be serious, bro. And I just got more brains than this though. But I'm starting to see this is the weird shit that's going on in social media and what other and been coming out and voicing, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck going on, and I'm tired of niggas acting femaleish and getting mad. Oh man, this shit is weird, bro. Like, for real, these niggas that make you get off social media with they social media antics.
Man, listen, like I said, we all understand the situation with Wack being upset with Adam22 for dropping the content, allowing somebody to come on there and disrespect him and his wife because they may or may not be cool like that. And I'm talking about Wack and Adam. I think Wack thought that him and Adam had a different type of relationship, but I think the reality of it is that Adam is only concerned about content. Now, as far as young Ant Jefe go, Wack, you cannot hold him accountable for allowing Adam to do anything. I'm not even for sure about the relationship between him and young Ant Jefe and how severe, like how serious the relationship is between them. I know that they're cordial, so we can say that they cool, but I don't think they that cool to the point where he would stick his chest out in defense of R&B for Wack when he don't even know who the hell Stan G is or if Stan G is telling the truth or nothing. He knows nothing about that. And like he said, he would have preferred to not even have the conversation. He didn't even want to indulge in it, but Wack is looking real tender over this particular situation. And not saying that Stan G and R&B has something going on, because again, that's Stan G and R&B and Wack's business. That's for them to discuss, to debate, or whatever it is that they got going on or don't got going on. That's between them. But when you start calling other people and leaving messages and you should have did this and all that, man, now you looking crazy, especially when you have a whole 45-minute video about the entire situation after you had already called in and talked about it. I don't know how much discussion has to go on about it. So is it a viral moment? Is it content? Is a play being ran, which Wack claims he doesn't run plays? Like, and what I mean by a play, is this a play for content? We don't really know. I don't understand what's really going on right now. But what I do know is young Ant Jefe was on point and called Wack 100 out for not only being weird, but being selective of when he wants to be on business and then when he wants to be on street politics. You can't have it both ways. Either you're going to be one way or another. But get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. Ruler Gang.